Well, it's been 8 months since I've installed the Cannone Gold Larson strings on my violin. These are the most expensive strings in the world, retailing 519 Canadian dollars. It's more than double the cost of the olives, which I think are the second most expensive string. Larson says that these will last 4 to 5 times longer than traditional strings. So the G and the D are both wound in 10 karat gold. That's what makes them so expensive. But I believe the A and the E string are traditional strings. So I'm realizing I change my strings every 6 months. Maybe the A and the E, especially the E, more like every 4 months. So I would never consider going like 3-4 years on a set of strings. I just wouldn't do it until now, because I invested so much money in these strings. I really do need to see if I get my money's worth. If they do last that long, then they're worth the extra money, because I'll say these are the best strings I've ever played. And I'm a bit of a string nut. I like to try strings no matter who they're made by, so I like to experiment with. So I don't think there's a string out there that I haven't tried. And these, I'm delighted with them. I think they sound fantastic. Very vibrant tone, lots of overtones, big pizzicato, big sound, but still a warm tone, beautiful color. So the big question is the A and the E. Because they are more traditional string, am I going to be changing the A and the E string still quite often? And if that's true, that kind of tips the balance between whether this is realistic investment or crazy idea. So let's see what they sound like. So there you have it. They sound great, but these strings are not for everybody. If you're an occasional player, maybe a weekend semi-pro amateur player, unless you've got a lot of money to burn, you don't need to get these strings. But for professional players, if they really do last 4 or 5 years, then they're worth the money, because they sound great. They stay very well in tune. And they even feel nice on the fingers. So there you have it.